Hello everyone and welcome back to Magic Studios. I'm doing an end of the year video ranking every stop motion I did this year, which is a total of 15. Some of them were way shorter, like some were like 2 minutes, 1 minute compared to like the average like 7 to 10 minute versions or stop motions. So I was considering not including them, but then I was like, all stop motions are stop motions, and even some of them made it pretty high, surprisingly. But yeah, there's one thing I should probably tell you. I did make a stop motion. This one right here, Wolverine. I made this thing a few months ago, like July, June. I uploaded it and then just took it down. It's not deleted, it's just like privated. It's just that it was pretty bad. But I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch it to see if it was really as bad as I remember it. So I ended up just not including it in the Marvel Universe. So, that could have almost been included. That would definitely probably have been the worst one. Would have been number 16. So technically did 16 this year, but that one will not be in the list. But yeah, every 2022 stop motion ranked. Here we go. Number 15. I don't know if this is any kind of surprise. It's Obi-Wan Kenobi. This was just too short to really be included any higher. I say that while other shorter ones are included higher. But, I mean, I don't dislike it. I thought it was decent quality. I thought it could have been a little bit more quality, a bit more time put into it. The lightsaber fight should have been longer, but this was kind of like the first Lego stop motion I did, and I didn't like have a lot of experience with using Legos and stuff like that. They're kind of harder, but at the same time easier to animate, so yeah, that's why this one was shorter, and it's the last on the list. I don't hate it, though. This one, number 14, I do kind of hate this one. This is one of the least rewatchable stop motions. Like, I rate these a lot on rewatchability, like how easy is it to rewatch. This one's not awful. It's just the final battle was pretty awful, though. That's like it's like most of the movie, and it's bad because it's just a bunch of talking, and that's why this one's really low. The storyline itself isn't too bad. This was around the time I made Moon Knight too, so the storyline for this, and the storyline for Moon Knight were both kind of a little bit confusing, but at the same time made sense, but didn't. I don't know. I gotta. Then I started to plan things out more later in the year, so like the storylines made a bit more sense. Number 13 is Action Combat. This was a series I started that only has one episode in it. It's not like an actual like series that goes together, like has like a cohesive storyline. It's just random shorts I decided to make just because I wanted to. And I made this, and it's really good actually. It's in the top tier films playlist. It's just too short to be any higher. It's only a minute long, but it's got great animation. Next up, Superman Back in Black. So this one was in the works for a while. Finally got released. I don't know how long ago, but a little bit ago. It's not bad. It's grown on me a lot. It's my favorite thumbnail I've ever done, I think. But it's Batman kind of steals the show, kind of like how Mandalorian stole the show in the Book of Boba Fett. So, it's not a whole lot of Superman, and it's like half a movie, kind of. So, there's that. Next up, number 11, Time Fracture, Episode 2. The 11's kind of hard to see, but it's there. Yeah, so Episode 2 I liked. It's just, so, obviously, my friend, Third Man Studios, recorded the audio for Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he's voicing him. And he sent it to me through, I forget how he sent it to me, but for some reason the audio came out weird for Obi-Wan. So I uploaded it anyways. It's not, like, unwatchable, but, yeah. It's not that bad. I know how to fix that problem, hopefully, though. Next up is a very recent release, the Christmas special. I actually really like this. It wasn't supposed to be as long as it was. It was supposed to be around 3 minutes. It ended up being like 6 minutes. It's pretty good, actually. There's a few things I got messed up. I tried to do like a snow effect, and for some reason with this video editor, it like glitches out and does not include transitions. When there's a snow effect, it just, I don't know. I don't know if it's just like too much for it to handle. So it's kind of weird. But yeah, overall, decent stop motion. Obviously not really connected to anything, but it's kind of fun. That was the first top 10. Now we got number 9, and that's Moon Knight Shadows of the Past, the second stop motion ever on the channel. It's good, I think. There's just not enough action, I think. Yeah, it's not like there's like none. There's actually a decent amount compared to The Flash. It's just the storyline kind of got a little confusing, as I mentioned earlier with The Flash. And And Khonshu's voice is hard to hear because I used some voice changer and I added subtitles for that. But yeah. So number 9. Number 8, we have G.I. Joe Infiltration. This is actually like really, I like this one a lot. It has a really good fight scene between Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. It's just the final battle wasn't a whole lot. I don't dislike it. I don't know why I like it so much. It's like there's not really a whole lot of action in it. I'm excited for the second one, which I obviously announced at MagicCon, and that will be, I don't know when that's coming out, but I got some other stop motions to work on before then. But yeah, it'll be. I have a whole storyline planned out for the next few G.I. Joe films. Now we're getting into the top 7. These were very hard, honestly. Like, I had a hard time ranking these because these are all, like, top-tier amazing films. At number 7, I put Spider-Man Up in Arms, just because there's not really any good action scenes in it. The final battle is, like, it's good. I think the final battle is one of the best ones, but it's not for the action reasons. There's some good action in it, but then, like, the mid-movie fight scene was kind of bad. And I do think, like, the storyline was pretty good. There's a lot of good things in this movie. Like, as just, like, animation, like, the animation's not great, which is what really bumps things up higher, but the storyline itself in, like, the overall stop motion was pretty good, actually. Number 7, we have Hulk versus, oh, this is number 6, my bad. Hulk versus Abomination. Wow, I didn't realize I did the title like that, having it hide behind them. That was kind of cool, but also you can't read it, so it's dumb. It looks cool, though. Anyways, this was great. The final battle was good. The post-credit scene was outstanding. Same with the Spider-Man. I forgot to mention that was an amazing post-credit scene. This was just, I mean, it's good. It's just, there's some, like, parts thrown in with Iron Man fighting a jet. It was kind of weird. It didn't fit in super well, but, yeah, number 6. Coming in at number 5, Time Fracture Episode 1. This was my favorite episode. We'll get to that later, but, it's pretty good, in my opinion. I really like the opening. The opening scene is one of the best opening scenes to any stop motion, if not the best that I've ever done. It is great. But, yeah, it's a little bit older, so the FPS is a little slower. So, that's why it's kind of lower. But, overall, it's great. Next up, surprised this one made it this high, Time Fracture Episode 2.5. I don't actually know if that's how you put that in Roman numerals, but I did it up there. This is just the most rewatchable film on the channel by far. It is so good. It's just fun. It's a Christmas special. It's not really supposed to be it's in the Time Fracture series, but it's also not connected at the same time because it's kind of like, it's a different style from the rest of the episodes. And number 3, we have Punisher Interrogation. This is the best animation I've done in any stop motion. Like, just overall. Like, the stop motion overall with great animation. Not, like, the best animated scene or scenes, but the best, like, overall animation, consistent animation throughout the stop motion. It was a bit shorter. Honestly, I don't know what compelled me to make this at all. It's just some random one I thought of. Was like, why not? I don't know. I have no idea what compelled me to make it. But it is one of the best on the channel. It's just, the animation's so good. The runner-up, Iron Man. The original stop motion on the channel. This one still holds up to this day. The final battle is probably the best final battle out of any stop motion I've ever done. It's just number 2 because of the FPS. I used 11 FPS. I'm up to like 24 now. I gradually increase it every time I do a stop motion. But the FPS is a bit low, so when you watch like one of the newer films and then you watch that one, it seems kind of outdated, but at the same time, it's just so amazing. At number 1, we have The Batman. This has been number 1 ever since it was made. There's no stop motion that can beat this. Like, it's going to be hard to get to this level again. Like, the storyline was pretty good, if not great. The animation was great. The aesthetic was great. This was the most effort I think I ever put into a stop motion, besides Iron Man, though, had a lot of effort put into it. But I mean, this was just, you can't take this top spot. It is one of the best. That is it for every 2022 stop motion ranked. I have a few other videos I'm considering doing. Kind of like a life story, which sounds boring, but it's about like I had an old Marvel stop motion universe, old G.I. Joe, old Star Wars the original Star Wars Time Fracture on a different channel that's old and extremely outdated. but I'm tempted to show it on this channel just because, I don't know, I kind of want to, it's kind of nostalgic. But upcoming stop motions, we got a new Justice League movie, which was set up by Superman Black and Black, and this will end the DC stop motion phase 1. So that's pretty exciting. Also have this Captain America I'm working on, which I'm working on with Third Man Studios. This is our first actual collaboration. I don't include the original or the Time Fracture episode, because that's just voicing. He's voicing in this one too, but he's also animating. This might be the movie that takes the Batman's top spot. Right now, it's not looking like it, but I already made the trailer. Obviously, you can go watch that teaser trailer. But the Captain America is one of my favorite characters. I'm gonna put so much effort into this, and I'm trying to make it better than the Batman. So I'm very excited for that movie to come out. So thank you for watching this video. 2022 was a great first year for Magic Studios. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. I mean, I can't wait for 2023. The first stop motion in 2023 might be Captain America, but I can't guarantee that. It's either going to be Captain America, G.I. Joe, or DC. But, or maybe, I don't know. I'm kind of, it might be random. I have no idea. Sometimes I just get inspired by random things. But thank you for watching, and goodbye.